Yeah, I feel like there's this idea that like franchises have to just like all kind of like be connected and related in some way. Like there's sort of like a notion that like things can't stand alone as much anymore. And I don't see the point of that. Like why do we have to have sequels to everything, and why does everything have to be connected in some grand universe? I don't know, but whatever.
No, I totally agree. I mean, I think that's a valid question. And I mean, I personally like a book or a video game or a movie that leaves me with questions at the end of it. I like to be asking questions at the end of the story or the book because it makes me think about it more. It makes me value the product I just consumed more. So when everything's just sort of explained and cleanly placed on the plate for me to consume, it just feels like a less rich experience. I think as human beings, we want to contemplate further upon what we've just experienced, rather than just be like, "Well, that's the answer. There's no more." It's not natural.
Yeah, no, I completely agree with that. That's a really good point. And I think maybe in storytelling in general, this is why the ending is such a difficult thing for authors to achieve successfully, because you can do it so poorly potentially if you even. I mean, you can end it just if you end it very definitely, or if you leave it too open. Like you have to have like a very nice balance of like questions and like kind of thoughtfulness, but give some answers but not like too many answers. Like it's always like this like very complicated kind of balance.
Right, right. And I think that one of the ways you can do that is just to create compelling characters. Having characters that are sort of gray and do things that you like or don't like, but are not necessarily bad or evil. That's a great way to do that. As we saw with Game of Thrones, like even if Game of Thrones had a really clean ending, there would still be so much to think about. And also world building. Like Bioshock does enough world building where even if it had like a nice clean ending, which it doesn't really, there's still a lot of really cool stuff to think about. Like, I mean, there's so many things I could still ask about Bioshock.